All right, bull runners, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're talking about the top altcoins to watch this bull run cycle that will more than likely outperform Bitcoin. Because when you go on coinmarketcap.com and you look at Bitcoin sitting at $37,232 with a $727 billion market cap, that's a lot of money. For Bitcoin to pull a 2x, we would need to see another $700 billion flow into Bitcoin. And while I do believe that's possible due to BlackRock's ETF, applications getting approved, massive institutional money flowing in, the market cap of this industry is only at $1.4 trillion. So even if another $1 trillion goes into Bitcoin, that's only a tiny, easy, measly little tiny 2 to 3x for Bitcoin, to double and go back to the all-time high, when you see other altcoins out there with much smaller market caps that have strong narratives. So what I'm going to talk about is the narratives that are going to most likely lead this bull run cycle and how you can position yourself accordingly. Now, again, quick disclaimer, don't buy, don't sell anything we talk about on our channel. This is purely information, educational purposes, and some entertainment purposes only. What you choose to do with your own money is up to you. And by watching this video, you are okay with everything going to zero and getting absolutely wrecked. I've been wrecked in a lot of projects. It's part of the game, okay? Part of life, part of investing. You have to be okay with losing money, but at the same time too, how do you prepare yourself and how do you prevent yourself from getting wrecked? You be early, you be first, and you pay attention to which narratives and which projects are going to absorb the majority of the liquidity. Because I get it, it's overwhelming. You look at the amount of cryptos right here, and there's 2 million plus. During the 2017 bull run, there were less than 20 or 30,000 cryptos. Now there's over 2 million. So the amount of narratives, the amount of projects out there, it's overwhelming. And the vast majority of these will go away. They will crash and burn, but a select few will be the shiners that are going to lead this bull run. And I'm going to talk about which projects I feel that those will be, because as you guys can see, on this channel, we've been talking a lot about XRP, and I believe one of the main narratives is a complete overhaul of the financial system. It's happening with ISO 20022, with the SWIFT system, banking. Banking needs to change. So the main narrative that is going to run this entire, cryptocurrency space is just overhaul of centralized finance leading over to, decentralized finance, but then the elite wanting to capitalize on that. So them taking control over a lot of the narratives in the space and a lot of the partnerships as well too. One of the main partnerships that's been happening with the main company is Ripple. So you see this book right here is Wave and Ripple design book, Satoshi Nakamoto. Interesting choice of words right here, but could Satoshi have been trying to tell us something? We posted this on the community section, so listen to this. There's a theory suggesting that Ripple executives, particularly Ripple's CTO David Schwartz, might have had a role in the creation of Bitcoin. And this theory is based on historical documents and events. Number one, back in 1988, David Schwartz filed a patent for a system concept similar to the XRP ledger, which is associated with Ripple. And importantly, this patent predates the emergence of Bitcoin, raising questions about its influence. Number two, there are claims of this coloring book associated with Bitcoin's pseudonymous founder, Satoshi Nakamoto, that mentions the word Ripple. Number three, the XRP ledger's architects, including David Schwartz, built upon Ripple Pay, introducing the use of the native token XRP. Number four, prior to joining Ripple, David Schwartz developed encrypted cloud storage and enterprise messaging systems for organizations like CNN and the National Security Agency, which is the NSA. Number five, in 1996, the NSA published a paper called How to Make a Mint, the Cryptography of Anonymous Electronic Cash. And one reference crypto expert was Tatsuaki Okamoto. Probably just a coincidence, right? That name, Tatsuaki Okamoto, because number six, aside from the obvious similarity in names from Tatsuki Okamoto to Satoshi Nakamoto, notably, the NSA also created SHA-256, which is a cryptographic hash function introduced in 2001 to improve upon earlier vulnerability hashing functions like MD5 and SHA-1. SHA-256 plays a crucial role in cybersecurity, digital signatures, password security, and blockchain consensus mechanisms like Bitcoin's proof of work. So you can read this here. The link will be on the community section on this post. But number seven, the XRP ledger launched 4 years after Bitcoin, mirroring the core blockchain concept of the Bitcoin network. The ledger had perfected payments principles in some ways in which the Bitcoin network fell short for crypto and for global banking for transactions per second, speed, among other things. Number eight, so could it just be a coincidence that Ripple is conducting research initiatives, pilot programs, and consulting with the largest financial institutions in the world, such as the International Monetary Fund, Bank for International Settlements, which basically tells the central banks what's happening, such as the Federal Reserve and other central banks, the World Bank, United Nations, World Trade Organization, International Finance Corporation, Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, Financial Stability Board, International Chamber of Commerce, Bank for International Development, European Central Bank, Asian Development Bank, African Development Bank, and a massive amount of other prominent global financial and economic institutions. So is it all legit, or is it all just a bunch of shenanigans and coincidences? What I feel is that it's a combination of both. Okay, the shenanigans that are taking place is the price suppression, so the elite, they can pack their bags, and the legit work that's being done behind the scenes with Ripple, working with all of these massive institutions and companies, getting ready to flip the switch for the new payment rails of the future, ushering in CBDCs. And the real questions are, number one, how long will it take for that to happen? Because as you guys know, laying the railway, so to speak, for the choo-choo train to go through it. The XRP is built for speed. The XRP ledger is ready, but the payment rails and the SWIFT system is not fully functional yet. So number one is, when will it be ready? Because this narrative is obvious. It's in our face. It's just a time issue here. And the patience and the frustrating part is watching other narratives get adoption first, like blockchain gaming that I'm going to talk about. And then you see artificial intelligence is one of the main ones, and then we're going to get into some other ones. Those move first and see liquidity flow into these massive projects, and you see Solana rally and other projects rallying, while XRP is still stuck. So number one is a timing thing. Number two is, how much money globally will the XRP ledger bridge, and how will that affect the price of XRP with CBDCs coming? Because you see the derivatives market, you see global banking, you see the Forex market, trillions of dollars per day. Well, if, the XRP ledger bridges a large chunk of that money, that could put XRP's price in the hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. And so when people say XRP's price at $1,000, that's not a pipe dream. That actually is possible. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it's actually possible with the trillions of dollars that are out there that need to be bridged on the right ledger. And also, ISO 20022 implementation is happening this month, and banks are moving now. And as the former Treasurer of the United States, which is also a Ripple board member, Rosie Rios, said, blockchain is here to stay and the train has left the station. And so when we look at the chart for XRP to the US dollar, the last bull run, XRP's price, was suppressed for an extended period of time. Then all of a sudden, we just saw massive breakout. This wasn't retail money. This was institutional money coming in and buying up XRP really fast, because for XRP to go from 0.005 upwards of 33 cents, then eventually almost $3 to pull like a 60,000% growth, very fast like that. And that's not just mom and pops deciding one day to get together at book club and starting to buy XRP. No, these are massive bankers, massive institutions, the elite behind the scenes that are in control of billions and trillions of dollars to buy XRP. But the issue was, when you look right here on the chart at the top, and then the chart at the bottom, and you compare the two, the chart at the bottom is the crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin. So this is Ethereum and all altcoins, and even including XRP. And so what we saw happen here from October, right? So we see the end of October of 2015, XRP's price was at 0.003, and then all the way until middle of March 2017, XRP's price dropped down to 0.003, kind of hovered around this range right here. Didn't really do too much. Whereas the altcoin market surged over 10,971 plus %. So it pulled to 10,000%. What is that? It's like 100x. 1,000% is a 10x. So 10,000% would be 100x. So these altcoins were 100xing before XRP. And so if you were to time this market correctly, the smartest move would have been to be in other altcoins, and then right around January to March of 2017 to be buying as much XRP as possible while the final shakeout event for XRP took place. Because as you can see on the chart right here for XRP, it was at 0.007. XRP dropped another 54% before taking off. Now, obviously, this bull run is not going to be the exact same as the 2017 bull run, but case in point here is the rest of the altcoins moved first. So could we see something similar happen for this bull run, where we see, this altcoin market break out first, XRP staying suppressed for an extended period of time, and then the money flowing from altcoins and Bitcoin and Ethereum into XRP at the last like 1 to 6 months of 2025. I would not be surprised if that were to happen. So yes, number one, I think the strongest narrative in the space is Ripple as a company in XRP. I think that's the strongest narrative. But however, the Achilles heel is the time that it would take for the banking system to be ready for it, for them to quote unquote flip the switch. But when the switch is flipped, you don't know what day, we don't know what time, we don't know when that will happen. You just have to be ready. So in my opinion, XRP, yes, it's going to do well. It's one of my largest holdings, but I do think certain altcoins are going to move first. And when we look at the crypto total market cap, where we are in comparison to the past is we could arguably be right about here for the altcoin market breakout. We're just right at the midst of it. And when we break this descending resistance right here, sure, we could trade along it for an extended period of time, but I think we're going to be going up. And all signs are looking bullish for the altcoin market. And so which altcoins, what are some other narratives? One of the main narratives is Ethereum, right? Ethereum has yet to break this resistance at about, $2,150. If we can break it and hold it as support, I think Ethereum's going to do well, but a stronger narrative than Ethereum right now. And the reason why Ethereum hasn't broken out is because of what's happening with Solana. We see Solana as the main Ethereum killer this bull run cycle, sitting at a $26 billion market cap, whereas Ethereum is much larger than this. So the amount of money that could flow, from Ethereum and from Bitcoin into Solana is massive, and it's already started. Now, do I think it's a good time to be buying Solana right now? No, absolutely not, because we're up the past month. I've talked about this in previous videos for you guys so you can understand this. We're up over 149%. And so when we pull up the chart for Solana, you can see on the RSI that we're sitting at 83. And sure, we could push higher in the short term, potentially up to $76, which was the support all the way back in March of 2022 before the complacency stage for Solana. And then it dropped off of the shelf, right around $137. So that could be the resistance. And so let's just say that is the resistance for Solana. If we were to draw the Fibonacci retracement right here, if we go up a little bit higher, a 50% retracement could bring Solana all the way back down to $47. So I would expect something like this to take place for Solana, and then a consolidation period for an extended period of time, whether it's a symmetrical triangle, a rising wedge, an ascending triangle, if we push a little bit higher and then just kind of hover within this range, and you just see some type of triangle formation form before Bitcoin's halving. I would expect something like this to take place where Solana to see a sell-off. So I'm not buying Solana right now. I actually did hedge. I've been hedging my profits from Solana, and I've been putting it into other projects that I believe have yet to run. And one of those main projects is Avalanche. Now, this is a main narrative right now that is going to be absorbing a lot of liquidity over from Ethereum. I do think Ethereum will still run regardless, but I think Solana and Avalanche have higher risk to reward ratio. So the reward for Avalanche is a lot higher compared to Ethereum, and same with Solana. And then Avalanche is sitting at an $8 billion market cap with a circulating supply of 355 million, total supply 432, but the max supply is 720 million. So about 49% is in circulation. The fully diluted is 16 billion. So it's about 2x from the main market cap because of how much is locked away and VCs and all that good stuff. But the all-time high for this project, is all the way up here at about $128. So the main narratives that are going to drive projects like Solana and Avalanche is allowing developers to build anything that they want, any way that you want, lightning fast, scalable on the blockchain that won't let you down. Choosing the wrong blockchain can kill your decentralized app before it has ever had a chance to succeed, but it doesn't have to be this way. Launch it with confidence on Avalanche. And so, when you go to their website and you check it out and you see their team, you see what their blockchain is built to do, to scale, it's a lot better than Ethereum, but it's just newer, right? And it doesn't have as much VC money into it. It doesn't have as much backing from the ETF side of things, from like BlackRock and all that stuff. But that's a good thing too, because it's more decentralized as well. And we're seeing major partnerships take place with these big companies. A lot of you gamers, you guys know about Final Fantasy. Well, their devs partnered with Avalanche. Despite the slowdown, blockchain games are gaining mainstream adoption. GameFi market alone is expected to reach 2.8 billion by 2028. As such, top gaming giants are rushing to expand their presence on the Web3 platforms. And so Avalanche is going to absorb the majority of those partnerships. And BLRD, a subsidiary of Japanese gaming company Gree, has partnered with Avalanche to launch blockchain games in 2023. And Naruto, the famous cartoon series, is one of the top anime series produced by Gree. Now also, Avalanche partnered with Deloitte. It's one of the big 4 accounting firms in the world and is the largest professional service network by revenue that has expanded its presence into multiple segments like consulting. And so Ava Labs, which is the creator of Avalanche blockchain, is partnered with Deloitte to improve their speed, accuracy, and security of Federal Emergency Management Agency, which is the FEMA funding wing. So Avalanche will exclusively help Deloitte to build better disaster relief programs. And on top of that, Encode Club and Avalanche are in a partnership. Encode Club is an online education platform designed to teach students and professionals about blockchain technology. We see GameStar partners with Ava Labs, and also in the latest partnership between Amazon Web Services and Avalanche. It's massive, guys, because blockchain adoption coming to mainstream to help enterprises, governments, and institutions is taking place right now as we speak. And meanwhile, Avalanche is going to enjoy the benefits of better infrastructure that's going to help blockchain users launch and manage nodes on the network. And the partnership with AWS also helps Ava Labs onboard new startups and early stage entrepreneurs by joining Amazon's AWS Activate program is what it's called. And so AVAX token jumped 27% after the news went public. So is it smart right now to be diving into Solana and Avalanche? You know, obviously Solana is up from freaking $18 at upwards of, 67, almost $70. So no, I do think we can push higher. Yes. But what percentage would it take for Solana to hit this resistance, which was support back in February of 2022, another 24%. So sure, you could catch another 20%, but the real narratives right now are going to be projects built on these ecosystems that have yet to see, their rallies, because even AVAX is up right now to $22. I mean, I posted AVAX in our Telegram group right here at $14 and didn't mean you should buy it. It's just, I saw what was happening on the chart. I saw the narratives taking place, and sure enough, we're up 183%. And so for AVAX to push up to the top of this wedge and this falling wedge, it'd be, $29. So we're at 21 to go to $29. Is it worth it to buy AVAX? Yes, I do hold some AVAX, but I'm not buying that much right now because I do believe other projects on Solana's ecosystem, on Avalanche's ecosystem, are going to see massive moves. And one of the main projects on the ecosystem that you guys can see, it's also on Ethereum as well too, is the Graph, GRT. Now, pulling this up right here for you guys to check out, the Graph is a $1.2 billion market cap project, but its all-time high was $2.34. It's currently at 13 cents right now. And so the circulating supply, this is really awesome because the circulating supply is 9.3 billion. The total supply is 10.7. So the majority is in circulation right now. The market cap is 1.2 billion. The fully diluted is only 1.4 billion. So not a lot of VCs will be dumping because the majority is already in circulation with the market cap right now. And if I sort based on market cap from the all-time high had 5.26 billion. So to go back to the current all-time high in terms of price for what the market cap would need, what we would do is we would take $2.14 and multiply it by the current circulating supply. So 2.14, multiply that by 9312676,949. That would take a $19 billion market cap. And so a $19 billion market cap, I mean, that's over a 20x for this project. So will Bitcoin perform a 20x from here? I don't think so. Not this bull run cycle. Maybe by 2030. So something like the Graph is amazing. And when you click more underneath contracts, you'll see that the Graph is on Ethereum. It's on Solana, it's on Arbitrum, it's on Near Protocol, it's on Avalanche, it's on Sora. So it's kind of a hybrid here, right? It's on Ethereum, it's on Solana, it's on Avalanche. What does that mean? Well, when the bull run really starts to heat up, this allows all of the liquidity on those chains of people that are trading on those chains to flow money into a project like this. And that's why we see the Graph over the past month doing pretty decent. It's up over 100%, but still, this project has yet to see a breakout similar to Avalanche or similar to Solana. And I think the graph could be next. And major resistance to watch is from February of this year, roughly around 20 cents to 22 cents from here. Another resistance is 30 cents to 33 cents. But if we were to trace up, Solana's chart compared to the graph, it looks like this, where this first breakout that's taking place, if we push upwards of the 19 to 22 cents resistance, I would expect a sell-off to happen for the graph. Similarly, we look at the RSI sitting at 63. So sure, we could push upwards of 70, potentially 80 or 90. And then I would expect the RSI to come down for the graph to see a retracement. And I will probably be buying more of the graph if we see the price come back down to like 12 to 14 cents, because then I think after that we rip up and we break previous points of resistance all the way upwards of 30 cents, 33 cents, potentially upwards of 50 cents for this project in the short term leading into this bull run. But a major key here is the chart's looking similar to Solana on the first breakout from this descending resistance, which is a great sign because we've been in this descending resistance since the all-time high of February of 2021, where you just see it get rejected multiple times. And just recently, on the 23rd of October, end of October, with the rest of the markets, we're seeing this breakout take place. And so one final push up, then I believe the project's going to, consolidate sideways, see a little bit of a sell-off, liquidity flow out of the markets as a whole, and then we could potentially push higher. Now, again, this could not play out exactly like this, but most of these charts, they look like this. They look like this. And as you see right here on the right-hand side of the screen, look at Solana. This is what happened. Solana pushed out from this descending resistance right here. It rallied up, and then we saw a sell-off, a back test of the descending resistance, and then we just exploded out of here. So right now, the money in the narrative, guys, is in Solana. And now people caught on to that. And that's why I posted Avalanche at $14 in our Telegram group, which you can go to bullrunners.com to get this information first. But I feel that this narrative is still going to run for the rest of this bull run. It's just that now the money's going to move from Avalanche and Solana into top Solana ecosystem tokens and top Avalanche ecosystem tokens. And another token to keep on your watch list is Arweave. Arweave is sitting at $9.08 with a market cap of $594 million, with an all-time high sitting up here of 80 bucks, a little over $80. And so pretty far off from its all-time high. The circulating supply, check this out. This is amazing when you see this. It's 65.4 million. The max supply is 66 million. So 99.17% is in circulation. That's awesome. When you see a project that has, 10% in circulation, 20% in circulation, well, then what'll happen there is as the market cap grows, more get released into circulation, which suppresses the price. And that's why when you take the market cap formula, right, to understand how much in market cap it would take to get to the all-time high, you take the all-time highest price and you multiply that by the circulating supply. And so if the circulating supply is as close to the max supply as possible, well, then it's going to be very accurate. As the market cap grows, you won't see more released into circulation to change that formula. And so Arweave has arguably the best circulation supply to max supply ratio you can find, which is 99%. The only better you can get is 100%, where like something like Dent, where all of the max supply is in circulation. And so what is Arweave? It's a network like Bitcoin, but for data, a permanent and decentralized web inside an open ledger for permanent storage. It has many applications, from the preservation of humanity's most important data, they're saying, to the hosting of truly decentralized and provable neutral web apps. And so storage on the blockchain is going to be massive. And Arweave, you can go to arweave.org, check it out. It's one of those main projects. Now, we're seeing a similar chart pattern as, the rest of them, a falling wedge formation, a massive breakout for this project. So I do think there will be, a correction, a sell-off coming here soon, depending on how much higher Arweave will push in the short term. But when you take a falling wedge formation like this, the target is generally the top of the wedge. So between like 40 bucks and the all-time high of $90 for this project, and it's sitting at $9 right now. So to get back to the all-time high, even with this current rally for Arweave, it's a 900, it's a 900%. So that's a 9x for this project. So I would expect something like this to take place though. So I'm not buying Arweave right now off of this rally, because look at what we're seeing from here. From the middle of October, we're seeing over 140%. And also simultaneously, looking at the RSI, it's at 68 right now. So we could catch another 10, 20, maybe 30% to the upside, and then see a retracement, maybe 50% retracement down to $7 or something like that, maybe down to $6. And then extended period of time where our weave, kind of grinds down a little bit further and then comes back down to $6, $5, $4, however low it goes, and then pops from here, I would expect something like this to take place. And also you guys can see, another descending resistance right here. So I would expect our weave to, be facing that rejection here relatively soon. But it doesn't mean that you should, completely forget about this project. Watch this project, do your research on this project. Our weave, I believe, is going to do very, very well this bull run cycle. Now, in terms of the top Avalanche ecosystem tokens, how you guys get to this sector right here is you go to coinmarketcap.com, you click categories, and it'll show all of the categories. And if you're on Mac, you can do Command F, and then you just type the name of the category that you want, or you just keep watching this video because I'm going to share them with you. One of the main projects on Avalanche that I believe is going to perform very, very well is GMX. And GMX's market cap is $478 million with a circulating supply of 9.2 million. The total supply is 9.5 million. So almost all of it is in circulation right now. The all-time high, because this project hasn't been on CoinMarketCap for much longer than like October of 2022, for about a year, it's at $89. So somewhat close to its all-time high, but the chart looks pretty good. I mean, we don't see this massive sell-off during the bear market. We've seen this project, trend upwards during the bear market leading into 2023, and it's built on Avalanche. If you look at the contract, on a lot of high-quality exchanges as well too. And what makes this project so special is it's a decentralized perpetual exchange. They say you can trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, AVAX, and other top cryptocurrencies with up to 50x leverage directly from your wallet. So what's going to happen here is a lot of DEXs, decentralized exchanges, and a lot of leverage exchanges that allow you to trade max leverage. Again, don't come in here and trade with 50x leverage if you're new. You'll most likely get wrecked if you don't know what you're doing. But when projects like this absorb new clients and new customers that want to trade on an exchange like this, well, then their tokens do very, very well, which is why we've seen BNB do well, because you need BNB to trade on the Binance Smart Chain. And then you see tokens like Uniswap, you see Pancake Swap, Cake as well too. Then you see Sushi Swap, and then a lot of 1inch as well too. So this project GMX, I could see doing very, very well this bull run cycle. Now, also we look at the chart right here, we can see it's broken out from this descending resistance sitting at $51. So, we could see, retracement back down to about $42 right here before trading higher. As you see, the RSI topped out at 79, almost to 80, and we're seeing a correction down here. Now, one thing that's interesting to note is if I draw this upward trending support right here, we're at that on the RSI. So could we see a bounce on the RSI, for a lower high, while simultaneously we form a higher high on the price chart, and then we see the correction take place? Absolutely. So no, I'm not buying GMX right now, because I do think that there's going to be some resistance roughly around $60. So we could push a little bit higher in the short term, but I do think we're going to correct, consolidate sideways, and then potentially push higher, leading into Bitcoin's halving and all of that. So the rally that we've seen right now, you guys are still early, but a lot of these projects, are going to see a correction here soon. Some of them will still trade higher. These top gaming tokens are just getting started. And the reason why is even if a project is up 100%, you're still early. And here's proof. Okay, the market cap of the entire gaming industry, top gaming tokens by market capitalization, is only $12.9 billion. Let's just round it up to $13 billion. If we go back to CoinMarketCap and you look at just one project, Dogecoin, sitting at $11.4 billion, it's just barely above a meme coin, and that's an entire ecosystem that has usable products. Okay, so really think about that. Cardano, $13.5 billion for just one project. We're talking about an entire ecosystem, built on the future of blockchain gaming. So when we look at the top gaming tokens by market capitalization, a good thing to look for is multiple ecosystems underneath the tags of the project. So you can see that a lot of these, have different tags. When you scroll down on the left-hand side of the screen and you can click under tags right here, you'll see show all, and you'll see that some of these are under multiple categories like play to earn, collectibles and NFTs, Animoca brands portfolio, the industry is gaming, the platform is Polygon ecosystem, self-reported tags is interoperability, metaverse, and Web3. And so when you see a lot of these projects have, Solana, you see Avalanche, you see metaverse, you see play to earn, you see gaming, you see even DeFi on some of these as well too. And you see artificial intelligence. That's a win-win-win. And then when you look at the tokenomics, it lines up and all that good stuff. That's how you find the bangers. That's how you find the major winners. So looking at this project right here, Game, GMEE, I've talked about this in my previous top 5 blockchain gaming projects to watch. If you guys haven't seen that video yet, it's a very underrated video, only has like 4,000 views on the channel, whereas our XRP videos get like 10,000, 20,000 views because people love XRP. But I'm telling you right now, if XRP stays suppressed till the end of 2025, you're going to want to watch these videos. You're going to want to subscribe to the channel, and you're going to want to share this with your friends so you're not frustrated if XRP takes another year to 2 years to break out. Game is sitting at 0.0329. Check this out, guys. The market cap of this project is $12 million. So don't go and buy this right now. Don't do that because, we're up right now from 0.004 to 3 cents. And when I click on all for this project, we're down in the dumps right now with the high of like 55 cents or 60 cents for this project. But hey, if the gaming sector sees a massive inflow of income, then projects like this, you're going to see a lot of people flood into the lower market cap projects. And I wouldn't be surprised if something like this does well. But again, it's riskier, right? We're talking a $12 million market cap versus like Cardano's 12 or 13 billion, right? So a project like this could crash and burn. The team, it even did crash and burn during the bear market, but we're seeing a resurgence. This is what I look for. When you see a resurgence in a project like this, and then you look at the volume in 24 hours, right here, there was over $3 million of volume within 24 hours in this project. In the past month, it's up 792%, which seems pretty crazy, but the resurgence that's taking place means investors are coming in, and big investors. These aren't just people with $50. Sure, there's a lot of them with $50, $100, but there's a narrative behind this. And what is the narrative behind this project? Well, if we go to their website, this project is connecting gamers, brands, and Web3 projects through play. They're calling it the arcade of blockchain. And it's, on Polygon, Binance Labs, the Sandbox, NASA, Animoca brands through their partnerships. And this is actually one of the top 5 low cap gaming projects that I made in a previous video. Here's a quick snippet so you can understand what this is about. Games ecosystem is a well-connected marvel where it starts with its Web 2 audience acting as the top of the funnel with the goal of onboarding traditional Web 2 audiences into the Web 3 world through gaming. And this is where Arc 8 enters the play, which is the new frontier of casual mobile gaming in the metaverse. Arc 8 connects players, brands, and Web3 communities in an engaging play-to-earn platform. And for players, Arc 8 is a visual arcade where you can play casual mobile games and turn your skills and time into tangible value using blockchain technology. And in 2022 alone, Arc 8 onboarded about 2.5 million people to Web3, and they served a staggering 100 million gameplays across 12 games. And for partners, Arc 8 provides a set of tools for Web3 projects, brands, and communities to gain exposure to Web3 ready gamers. And what it is it's a play to distribute tokens and NFTs in a gamified way and gain monetizable utility for existing audiences. And in 2022, Arc 8 launched over 20 partnerships and distributed about $250,000 worth of tokens and NFTs. But that's not all. Game also offers Web 2 games, free to play games, and applications on iOS, Android, and the web, boasting over 80 casual games. So they have a vast supply and a vast array of games for players to play. And they have 1 million monthly active users and are the biggest Telegram native game publisher globally. In 2022, there were 2 billion gameplays across 80 live games, and they distributed about $1 million in rewards backed by ad revenue. So Game isn't just a standalone entity. They're part of Animoca Brands family, which is massive, a global leader in the digital entertainment, blockchain, and gamification space. And speaking of partnerships, Game is now partnered with Manchester City, bringing the excitement to gaming for football fans. And the collaborations don't just stop there. Game is also collaborating with industry giants like Atari, Guinness World Records, and even NASA. Love NASA or hate NASA, the partnerships are there. So when it comes to the future of gaming, Game is striving to be at the forefront, making gaming more accessible, rewarding for blockchain-powered infrastructures than ever before. Now, another gaming project that I think is going to do well is Vulcan Forge. It's on Ethereum, but also it's on Polygon as well too. The market cap is $186 million. The circulating supply is about 54% of the max supply. The max supply is 50 million. And the all-time high for this project right here is $44. So it's sitting at $6.87 with an all-time high of $44 the past month. This project has been doing very, very well. So the gaming projects that were still developing during the bear market, still expanding their teams, expanding their platforms, expanding their games, are going to crush. Another one is Star Atlas, right? It's sitting at $47 million. The circulating supply, not too hot compared to the max supply. It's 39%, right? 14.3 billion, whereas the max supply is 36 billion. But it's on Ethereum. It's on Binance Smart Chain. Those are the two biggest last bull run. You guys remember BNB Smart Chain, Binance Smart Chain on like Pancake Swap, and then you had Uniswap and Pancake Swap. Okay, Cake and Uni. Those two DEX tokens were doing very well, but the projects on those were doing very, very well. So the liquidity coming back into the market for this bull run, I expect if they're listed on, Ethereum, they're listed on the Binance Smart Chain, also on Solana, and if we could see Avalanche, and if we could see, Solana and Avalanche and Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain, that's massive. And then also major teams as well too, backing the project, and then the narrative being about who's talking about it publicly. And so I've seen Star Atlas pop out there on a few channels. Keep this on your radar, guys. Again, don't buy it, don't sell it just because I'm talking about it. This project could flop. We don't know. It's at 47 million bucks, but at the high of 20 cents, even all the way up here on CoinMarketCap, we can see if I click on all 23 cents, it's at 0.003. What percentage X is that? Is that a 20X, is that a 50X, is that a 100X? You guys can do the math. If you click market cap, again, we go up here to the high. The market cap was $430 million at the peak, and we're only at $47 million. So I expect this project to see a resurgence, and we're already seeing it right now. Now, when I talk about Arbitrum, there's also top Arbitrum ecosystem tokens. So you guys can scroll down this list and you can see which projects are on Arbitrum. Now, Arbitrum is a great project sitting at $1.04 with a market cap of $1.3 billion. The circulating supply is 1.275 billion. The total supply is 10 billion. So it's not too hot with 12% in circulation right now. The fully diluted is 10 billion locked away, but you can see the contracts. It's on Arbitrum, Ethereum, and Arbitrum Nova. So, it can be traded on Uniswap. When you click on markets, how you see where these projects are traded is you just click on markets to find the exchanges, because the majority of these, that have over $1 billion market cap are already going to be listed on, Binance, on Coinbase, on KuCoin, on Kraken, on the major exchanges. But look, 31 pages of exchanges. So you can virtually get this everywhere. But the key here is, Arbitrum, if Arbitrum does well in these layer ones and these projects that have whole ecosystems built underneath them, if the main project does well, then the whole ecosystem does well. Because what investors do is they find the main, project like a Ethereum, or you find a main project like a Solana, or you find a main project like a Avalanche, and then they start looking at the lower market cap projects. And so when we go to Arbitrum's website, they're saying, welcome to the future of Ethereum. So this is the narrative that we're seeing right now is Ethereum killers. Just like last bull run, we saw the Dogecoin killers, and then we saw Shiba Inu go crazy. Then all the meme coins go crazy and see Pepe coin, pulling a multi-billion-dollar market cap. This bull run cycle is going to be the year of Ethereum killers. And so watch out for these projects because they're just going to absorb billions of dollars of VC money. And as you can see right here, we see a breakout of Arbitrum from this descending resistance. We're seeing a pullback from $1.20, which is actually a good sign right now because we're bouncing off of the 50 SMA as well too. And so, we could push higher in the short term for this project, consolidate sideways. We'll see what happens for Arbitrum because ultimately we're in an uptrend right now. And this project over the next 1 to 2 years is going to continue the uptrend, the all-time high, $1.80. But we're just getting started. As you guys can see, the project launched March of this year. So it's brand new and the low is 75 cents, the high $1.80. I do think Arbitrum will do well, but I do think the projects underneath Arbitrum's ecosystem will do even better. Now, another category to watch for is AI and big data tokens. I made a video on this channel talking about the top 10 artificial intelligence projects to look at. And as you guys can see, some of these projects are even listed on here, like the Graph. Then you see Render, then you see Rose, Fetch AI, SingularityNet, Akash, Ocean Protocol. All of these top projects right now that are already in the top, that are up, like Render's up 40%. I talked about Render in a previous videos. Congratulations to those of you guys that are catching these projects right now. Fetch AI up 19%. Singularity Net. I talked about Singularity Net like 2-3 years ago when this project was at like 5 or 10 cents. It's at 30 cents right now. Akash Network. Akash is going to perform well. Ocean's going to perform well. And then you start digging down here to the lower market cap projects to try and find one that has yet to break out. Yet a major project to look for that I talked about in the top 10 AI ones is Orai Chain, ORAI. It's sitting at $4 with an all-time high for this project of over $102. The market cap for this one's only at $51 million. The circulating supply is 12.7 million. The max supply is 19.7, so about 64% is in circulation. Not too bad, obviously not the best, but it's on Binance Smart Chain and it's on Ethereum as well too. So that's going to allow for massive liquidity for a project like this. When you click on markets and you see the exchanges, it's on KuCoin, you do Uniswap, you do PancakeSwap, Gate.io, BitGet. It's a good thing too with a lot of these low market cap projects under $100 million to not be listed on Binance yet or to not be listed on Coinbase yet, because wouldn't you want to learn about a project and have it in your portfolio before a major listing like that takes place? And so that's my perspective on it, because when you see a project get listed on Binance or Coinbase, we see tens of millions of dollars, even hundreds of millions of dollars flow in from the artificial intelligence bots that VCs are using for new listings. When a project gets listed on an exchange, all of the bots, the AI bots, buy it up. That's why I think AI is going to do very, very well. So another category to keep on your radar is gambling tokens. Now, Vegas makes so much money from physical gambling, but people treat crypto like a casino. And what happens is when people come in and tell themselves, I'm going to be logical, I'm going to be sophisticated, I'm going to hold these projects long term, then their emotions take over. And once we get into the hope, belief, thrill, and euphoria stage, people just start chucking money at everything. And the gambling sector is going to be one of the main sectors this bull run cycle. And so some of these projects you guys are going to see go crazy. I mean, this market cap of gambling is only $693 million. It's not even $1 billion yet. So a project like Rollbit is already crushing it, right? So this project is going to do very well this bull run cycle. It's at $600 million market cap. You can see the circulating supply is at 3.2 billion tokens. The total supply is at 3.2. So all of the total is in circulation. And the all-time high for this project, it's 24 cents. It's seeing a correction right now down from 19 cents. But the real key for a project like this is the reason why it's crushing it is because they're actually making money. They're making money. They're generating revenue. A lot of these projects that don't have continual revenue coming in, then how are they expected to do buybacks of their tokens to support a healthy floor price? Rollbit is crushing it. They're making a lot of money, and that allows them, as a company, to be able to support a healthy price floor for their project. So definitely keep a lookout on this, and you guys could go down the list, and there's a lot of other projects. If you want us to cover this category specifically and talk about the top projects underneath the gambling sector, we can do that, but I want to continue and give you guys the categories, and then you can obviously do your own research. Another one is Launchpad tokens. Okay, Launchpad tokens. You guys can see Internet Computer. This is a sleeper. This project's going to do very, very well. Internet Computer is at $2 billion. And then you see CeDeFi Fund. CeDeFi is going to do very well as well too, I feel. Again, I could be wrong on all this, but CeDeFi Fund is going to crush it. It's a $95 million market cap. And CeDeFi Fund I talked about in one of the top five videos as well too that I made in the past. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're liking content like this. But again, privacy tokens as well too. Privacy is going to be a big issue. So we're going to see Monero do well, Zcash, Rose, even Sam Altman's WorldCoin. It's at 280 million. Although you guys might not like, a project like that for what crypto stands for, it's going to do well nonetheless from the VCs that were backing a project like that. Also, top metaverse tokens are going to do well. So you see some of these projects have multiple tags. Like look at Internet Computer, guys, and then Render's in this as well too. If you scroll down here on the left-hand side of the screen, underneath tags, I click show all. Collectibles and NFTs, DeFi, interoperability, smart contracts, DAO, storage, Launchpad, metaverse, and then play to earn as well too. So yeah, some of these companies can tag different stuff that they might not be the most proficient in, but that's smart nonetheless, because what's going to happen here is when people go to CoinMarketCap and they look at these categories and they see the top projects in those categories, they just start chucking money at them. One of the biggest categories that's going to be a sector that people are going to chuck money at is DeFi. DeFi is at 62 billion, but decentralized finance is what crypto is built around, right? That's why people believe in Bitcoin, right? Decentralization, decentralizing your finance rather than having central authorities like the banks control your money and tell you where you could spend your money, what you could spend it on, and how much of it you could spend. So Chainlink, massive. Avalanche, again, massive. Uniswap going to do well. Internet computers on here. Thorchain, Rune, I think is going to do very, very well. Injective is going to do well. Aave, the Graph, right? All these top projects, yeah, they might be in the billions of dollars right now, guys, but when we see $5 trillion or $10 trillion flow into this whole entire industry, $1 billion, $2 billion, $5 billion, $10 billion is chump change when we're talking about trillions here. And that's why what we're doing is we're backing up our truck all the way to the bank. We're grabbing the bags, packing them and stacking them, leaving no bags left behind because we believe the spending power of the dollar is going to continue to go down in value. That's a fact based on inflation. If you held 100 grand in your bank account in the year 2000, in the year 2023, you would have lost over 70% of your spending power. So you would have $30,000 worth of spending power. So it's not a smart move just to hold cash in a bank account because the amount of money that's going to be printed every single year is going to keep going up. Jerome Powell said it publicly multiple times that their goal is 2% inflation to get down to 2%, meaning that every single year you're going to lose 2% minimum. That's like best case scenario. It's actually higher than that when we talk about real inflation and the nominal wage gap in terms of minimum wage as well too. And then you look at the amount of taxation that you're getting taxed on going up too. So the dollar is just getting destroyed. That's why we see blockchain technology, distributed ledger technology, and cryptocurrencies going up in interest because we're all going camping on the beaches of the moon together. So I'll see you guys on the next video. I'll see you on bullrunners.com. Like this video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. And if you want to discover our top cryptocurrency gems and proven strategies to make money online without any previous trading experience first, before these videos are released, then bullrunners.com, click the button, put in your best email address, and you'll be instantly subscribed to our video newsletter. And you'll be notified first when we launch our financial education platform. So with all that being said, I appreciate you guys. God bless you. Hope you have a great Sunday night. I'll see you on the next video. I'll see you on bullrunners.com. As always, stay bullish.